I'm happy that Will sat down for a quick chat. I don't know if we'll get the similar level of insight with DShi. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Very happy to see you get second today.
Oh, thank you.
Practically first, given who got first. How'd you feel against DShi? Like, were you happy with that, or?
Honestly, I felt I did better yesterday, and that was because I was playing more patient. But yeah, I guess I got a little bit too antsy and wanted to make plays happen, so I was pushing too far.
And this is sort of the good player pressure that we talk about a lot, where people get a little too desperate, I think, when they feel like they're being outclassed, right? Like you get one hit and you're like, oh, this is it, this has to be the stock, and you overextend where you win against a worse player. All right, see you later.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, and because it's SFAT, he has a lot more experience, so he's content to like sit there and wait.
Yeah, he doesn't. He never gets flustered either, right?
Yeah, good
like, why would he
players
get flustered at a place like this?
They always make it seem like they're not waiting, like they want to approach you, but they're always waiting for you to do something.
I remember one situation specifically where you're kind of shielding by the ledge, and all SFAT did was just kind of like walk around.
Yeah.
Like, if I did that to you, you'd be like, what is this bullshit? And you just hit me somehow, right? Like, you wouldn't even think twice. But with SFAT, like, it's that pressure. It's the feeling that they're not respecting you, that this must be some crazy thing that you can't possibly counter. I don't know, I thought you did pretty well though. I was happy to see you get some nice combos. I think game 2 was especially really close. Game 1 you were up for most of it, but that was kind of because of his SD. I don't know, good stuff. Hopefully you'll get out to NorCal, get to play with him all the time, right?
Gotta play with the NorCal crew.
Yeah, I was just talking to Will about that, about the huge difference that being in a weak region versus a strong region makes. That you need people to just slap the bad habits out of you, like, on a daily basis.
Everyone's they also have really good mentality in NorCal, I feel. They'll try and push each other to be better. I feel that's sort of missing in the Toronto and like GTA regions.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like they all sort of infight with each other, and it's just like, oh, I want to improve my PR squad by 1, and I just want to beat this one person.
Yeah,
Whereas
it becomes sort of...
like, if you just build your region as a whole, everyone improves at a faster rate.
All right, Terrence is asking, what was going on in your mind during Losers Finals? 2 games with the Mark, lost both. Run of the Falco, won 3 in a row.
So honestly, my headache was starting to peak before the Julian set. So I was like, if I need to play slower, I probably should play a slower character that's more suited towards that.
Oh, I see.
I honestly felt like my Marth could do it, but it was missing a lot of stuff today. Today wasn't a Marth day. So I was like, I'm going to have to play Falco because that's the most warmed up character I have after like EXP.
Right. No, I was still pretty impressed with your Marth. It was getting like lots of really nice setups in neutral. It was just sort of like stuff wasn't quite on point. Stuff was getting dropped, and that makes such a big difference in that matchup.
So like, I wasn't like the like really clutch moments. I wasn't too nervous because like I was more worried about like the pain in my head.
Oh yes.
Trying to make
Thank you, headache.
Yeah. So I had that. But yeah. Honestly, I felt like if Will had like kept it together slightly more, it would have been in his like favor.
Yeah, he was talking about that. He started getting on tilt after he dropped the game, and he said the tilting intensified throughout. But no, good stuff to you.
Cause like yeah, my Falco wasn't 100% on point, and like I do acknowledge that.
But no, I saw I only saw the first game of your winner set, which you took, I thought, pretty convincingly. So I was really surprised you lost that set. Do you think there's anything you did different in Losers, or was it more just Will starting to kind of fuck up?
Well, it was more just play more patient, because like I know Will's fast, like he's younger than me, and like he can push the buttons way faster than me.
Yeah.
So
plus he has that high school lifestyle where he can just practice tech skill.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I have to get like really clean interactions with Will, and if I'm to beat him, I can't trade or anything because he'll probably win the scuffles.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So like only go in when you have like really clean hit, and trying to approach him at weird angles and not engage in like really big laser fights. Because like he got a lot better in like the laser neutral with Falco.
Alright, are you gonna come out for dinner with us, or are you too headachy?
Yeah, I probably will come. Someone gets me food.
Ooh, shoutouts to Yarfeed.
Shoutouts to Yarfeed.
My young dad. It's too bad you're at a headache though.
Oh yeah,
that sort of thing is.
That's why I was holding my head the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a Smash tournament is maybe the worst place in the world to have a headache.
Yeah, I think
it's all just noise
because
and yelling.
of the Smash tournament yesterday.
Oh shit. Yesterday was a pretty long day. I'm glad you came out for karaoke though. I hope you had fun there.
Yeah, I did, but I probably should have gone to sleep, to be honest.
To go where?
To go to sleep.
Oh.
That probably would have been a smarter idea.
Nah. But you gotta have some fun times. Gotta make some memories. Oh. Are you planning on going to Summit in August?
Yeah, that's right after exams, so yeah.
Oh yeah? You can actually make it to that one?
Oh, hopefully.
You want a team?
Ooh, sure. If
Yeah?
you get me second ice cream.
Oh my gosh, how many ice creams am I up to?
Just one for this tournament.
Alright. Yeah, that's what, August 11th, I think? I'm really looking forward to it. The venue's really nice. At one point they had an ITG cap. I'm hoping they brought it back somehow and I'll be able to show that I'm not bad at every video game, that I'm actually good at one of them. The one where you just stomp your feet a lot. What the heck?
This is an interesting fake out.
From
Ooh.
Jeff there. Oh,
SFAT teching everything.
Jeff sometimes is like really creative, I think. He sometimes does some really interesting stuff.
I think
But
that's
then-
for most Falcos, but like Jeff especially, like if you take the duress away from like tournaments, like he'll play like really, really good and outside of like the box. Like every
Yeah.
game you see him like adapting.
But it's, I don't know. I didn't actually see many of his tournament matches today, but
Yeah, tournament kind of screws him over and like a lot of
Yeah.
other people. It's like, this game is all about like creative flow
Yeah.
and like expression.
so you got to be kind of relaxed. You got to be,
So if you're not in the right mindset, then you're not going to perform well. And I think, yeah, Melee is a ton about mindset.
yeah, biggest part of the game. Whole game. I find that now I'm not like nervous during tournaments so much, but I just feel like more stressed. Like I'm just not. Yeah, it's just not like relaxed. It's not. And then yeah, I play more by the book. I don't do kind of creative options, and I don't really expand my play at all. It's like really hard to do. Like I think it takes a certain type of inclination to the game that you can train, of course, but it's difficult.
For most people, it's just a lot of training. Because like, the idea you have, like you want to play in tournament, and the difference of how you play in friendlies is like usually pretty stark for most people.
Yeah.
And like you sort of want to tap into that potential like a lot more. 'Cause, like most people are like amazing in friendlies,
Yeah.
they're crazy as shit, and then you play them in tournament, it's like you don't go for her.
Yeah,
any of
yeah.
it.
They get wimpy. They get scared.
It's like
It's
that
super
would
conservative.
have worked.
I think it's the sense that like when you do something in friendlies that works, you can never be quite sure it's not a fluke because you're like, oh, it's just a friendly. Like maybe they're not taking it seriously. Maybe they're just screwing around.
Yeah.
This is something I've thought at least. Like I'll in friendlies I'll go for like more wacky stuff, and when I get away with it, I'm like, oh, we're just having fun. So then in tournament, I kind of cut that all out of my play, or it takes on like a weird mutated form, and it's not so good.
Is that Sean?
Yeah, that's Sean. Yeah,
Oh man.
he's back in Hawaii now.
Against those who know, probably. I know I probably won't beat since I'm not nearly as nerd.
That's an interesting point. I think it can go both ways. The problem is when you actually do then get the opportunity to beat someone you considered better than you, like I had with Sauce on day one. Sometimes suddenly your relaxedness can completely change over to like hyper nervousness.
Yeah, it's
when I-
whatever visualization technique works for you. Like Tofa and SFAT were telling me about, like, you just think about like whoever's next to you is just someone you know, like a friend, playing that character.
Ooh.
And you just pretend like you're not in bracket, you're just playing like friendlies on some random basement setup.
Huh. That's an interesting thing. That's pretty cool. I can see why that would be helpful. I just remember after I dropped game 1, Kyle was sitting behind me, and he said something like, "You were just like, oh no, this can't be happening. I'm not supposed to beat Curtis." And I think I did think something exactly like that as I flung myself off the stage for no reason at all. Man, this game is hard.
But yeah, you just sort of need to train that, and that's really hard to train.
I like
It's
that
the
idea
mentality.
of visualization. That's really smart. And I know often when I'm cheering for my friends, I shout out, like in good nature, like, "Oh come on, that's not even like name of player they typically play with." If I see Jeff playing against the Peach, I'll be like, "Come on, that's not even Tim," you know, like. But maybe it's the exact opposite you need to think.
Yeah, you
like,
wanna-
oh, it's just him. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't matter if I win or lose this game. I just need to play as best I can.
yeah. And I think it really helps if you have the mentality in friendlies that you really want to win too, which I'm really bad about. Like in friendlies, I just don't care. Like,
Oh yeah.
if I win, sometimes I'm just like, man, why? Like, I wanted him to win. He seems to like he cares a bit. Man, that's not bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a nice guy too. He paired for 2 of the pitchers last night. This was before you got here.
Oh man.
We were drinking at Morty's.
He's gonna, yeah, he's a really good person. I hope he gets into like the top god tier status because I know he can do it. I know him and QBU, like they're very close to just like breaking the core of that.
That's right. They've had really nice, consistent performances internationally. It seems like their nerves are there, their mindset is there. It's really hard to pin down the missing ingredient, right? It's just probably just time. Oh, come on, take a stock, Jeff. Take a stock. This is it.
Terrence, give them no respect. Just
Just another player. No, I think that's right. Oh no! Oh, okay. Four stock. I don't know if I'd call it an upset, Kubi. I mean, historically, for as long as you guys have known each other, you've definitely got the winning record.
Yeah, but that's when Trillium was just starting out, and like, of course, he's improved like really fast and really like really quickly, and like he's learned the game, but he's still sort of like. He's still sort of the kid in terms of mentality. He needs to be stronger in that department, and then that's when he'll make like the big breakthrough, I think.
And I think he's got a good point that if he can start playing more consistently with people who can beat him, because I think it really is sort of an ego thing. Like we all make jokes about young Will's ego, but if he starts winning, if he's winning weeklies like every single time you don't show up, it's hard for him to realize he has bad habits and bad mentality and stuff.
Because like you need to play those sets with like top player pressure, where like you have the possibility of losing. Because it's really easy to play sets when you're like it's really easy projected win, and like you have like you know the person's not at the same skill level as you, so like you just do whatever you feel like.
Yeah. And I mean, that feeling is nice, right? At least I enjoy it. And this is probably a bad characteristic of mine as far as my competitive future goes.
When you get into the top 8, like no one's gonna give you anything for free.
Yeah.
Everything you get, you're gonna have to work for it.
Yeah. And you can't be used to the mentality that you can't get stuff for free. DShi got what?
Not saying
17?
not saying Will's like that bad. Obviously he's been getting better, but
Oh yeah. Fantastic player.
it's something that he'll just have to train over time, and like yeah.
But no, yeah, like when I play a bad player, I really enjoy the fact that I can kind of mess around and try things that I think are funny or cute or cool or whatever. And then I can't quite divorce that mentality when I go up against a player that's better than me, but I could possibly beat. And that's why I keep losing to people that I used to think were worse than me. But now I don't know anymore. Oh well.
That's like really fun.
Oh, Chris stepping into the setup.
You guys see.
I'm gonna go get a glass of water
Yeah.
or water fountain drink or whatever.
All right, thanks for watching, guys. We're gonna stream some friendlies and then we're probably gonna head out.
Yeah, we'll probably start picking up soon. Go get some food. But yeah, if there's, I don't know, if there's anything else you want to see on stream, let me know. SFAT has got like a big line of people who want to play friendlies with him, so I don't know if I'm going to press for the interview that hard. But yeah, the Beast Salazar wrecked me today. Shoutouts to him.
Salazar is the homie.